Greetings everyone, this is Attorney Anthony Reeves and this is your Q&A Social Security Disability Today. Let's get to your question. Our next question has to deal with clarifying the trial work period. I previously did a video dealing with trial work period, and a gentleman actually put a comment on there, and I think he misinterpreted what I said, or more importantly, I may not have properly clarified what I said. A lot of times what happens is that if you're found disabled, you have the ability to re-enter into the workforce. And what happens is once you're found disabled, you have a 9-month period during a 5-year window. Now, I think that probably from the other video, I gave the impression that that 5-year window starts from the moment you're found disabled. And if that's the impression that you got, that's not my intention. Really, the 5-year window is supposed to, they tell you to calculate from the 9th month that you've actually done work to go backwards. But typically what I tell people is I look on the more conservative side. I said I start with that first month you go back into the workforce and that you earn what we call substantial gainful activity. So that, in theory, that actually starts the clock. So let's say you're found disabled January 1, 2012. But then you decide that you're going to start going back to work in about November of 2012. The clock doesn't start for the 5 years on January when you were found disabled. It starts when you go back into work and you earn SGA. And SGA means substantial gainful activity. It's about $1,000 a month. So let's say in the month of November, you earned about $1,500, but then you just deteriorated and you just couldn't go back to work, so you didn't work at all in December. Well, your 5 years is going to probably start on that November of 2012. And then from that point, you have 8 more months that you can use between November 2012 and November 2017 to earn SGA and your disability benefits not be cut off, because you're trying to go back into the workforce. So I want to thank the individual who contacted me on and put a comment, because they actually read the website, and I tell people all the time, go to ssa.gov. There's a lot of great information on here. I hope that clarified a little bit more distinctly. I tend to take an overly conservative approach with the trial work period, because at the end of the day, Social Security doesn't believe that you're going to be disabled forever. So keep those things in mind. And here's the biggest thing I tell people about trial work period. If you're thinking about re-entering into the workforce, let Social Security know ahead of time. Don't surprise them. Don't let them see that there's earnings and so forth. Make sure you call somebody and say, listen, I'm thinking about testing the workforce and trying out my ability to work. How does that trial work period thing go? And keep track of who you spoke to and who you told about. And more importantly, if you do try to go to work and you're not able to, make sure you let somebody know that you tried. And the magical word is always that you tried to go to work and you weren't successful. Again, this is Attorney Anthony Reeves. This is your Q&A.